Hi, welcome to making an Elements and Principles movie with Adobe Premiere CS6 by Liz Moore. Last class you should have made a shared Google Drive folder that each of you contributed to that has the below photos. You will need each of these photos in a .jpeg format representing each of the elements and principles of design: line, shape, space, color, texture, form, rhythm and movement, balance, proportion, unity, emphasis, and variety. I'll show you where mine are. My D drive is here. I have a movie folder, and here are the photos as well as a movie clip. In this same shared Google folder, you should find all of your video clips. I have just one. It's a .mov. You might have more than just one. You need to copy all these from your shared Google Drive into your D drive, which I've already done, my Scratch drive. So in your shared drive, Google, don't get confused, shared Google, copy into your Scratch drive movie. So you can pause this movie at any time to do these things. Okay, now this process, the movie process, will not work unless you have a separate movie folder on your Scratch Drive account under your name with all the elements inside it. Again, you must copy them from Google Drive and put them in here. Everything that will be in your movie. So now it's time to open Adobe Premiere CS6. There are settings to consider when we open it. You can find it here under the little world. Go to All Programs. We want to go to Applications for the new Adobe, Adobe Creative Cloud, and we want Premiere Pro. It might say that, but just ignore it. So we wait for it to open. You will want to, when you get to this screen, you will want to create a new project. And then you want to make sure that it's in your Scratch drive in the movie folder. Mine is there because I put it there before when I was making this demo, but you would maybe browse, find your Scratch drive, find your movie folder, select the folder, and title it My Movie. And that's it, and hit OK. Once you have hit OK, you will get this window. You probably will have a timeline with no sequences. So you want to do File, New, Sequence. And this is important. These settings are important. You have to pick the camera that you used. And I don't know what's open on yours, but you want to open the digital SLR, single lens reflex. That's what we use. 1080p, and this is the setting that works. Your sequence can be named Sequence 1 and then say OK. And it puts a timeline here for you. Next, we want to go to the project window and make some bins. So if you right click and say New Bin, and let's name it Photos. Then let's close the bin, right click and make a new bin. Let's call it Titles. Then let's close that, right click and make a new bin. Let's call it Sounds. Then let's close that bin, right click, make a new bin and call it Video Clips. Okay, that's your bin. So the next thing we want to do is import. Let's import our photos. So let's click on Photo and do File, Import. And we want to go to our Scratch drive, to our movie folder, and import just our photos. The next thing you'll do is click the video bin and do File, Import, and import the video that you have taken with the T3i with your group. Then you're almost ready to start your sequence. In the project panel, you need to find the universal counting leader. If you don't see it, you might have to just widen your window. It looks like a little post-it note. Click it and find your universal counting leader. Say OK. It's a countdown. You can change the colors if you want to. Say OK, and it goes in your bin. This is the first thing you drag into your movie. Next, we're going to make a title. The title is as easy as clicking on the title bin, saying title, new title. You can have a still, a roll, or a crawl. We're going to call it My Intro. Say OK. And you can title this something about your group. Group One's Wonderful Movie. Elements and Principles of Design. Then you want to style it. I think I'll center, and you always want something a little bigger. As soon as you get it like you want, you also can style with the type down here. All you do is close it here, bink, and drag it in. So here's your project window. Right now you have the universal counting leader and your movie. You can make this a little bigger. Now that you've made an intro title, you need to make a title for each of the elements and principles of design. Title, new title. You can choose whichever you want. We're going to call the first one line. We'll say OK. And then you need to choose a style that you like and be consistent. For instance, if I like line centered with this type style, I'll use that each time. I'll close it. And I forgot to highlight the titles folder. So it went into no folder. So I'm going to drag it into my titles. So I need to have my titles folder highlighted. Title, new title. We're going to call this next one shape. Say OK. Shape. Same type style. You're going to center it. Close it, and it goes in the bin. So you want to do that for all the elements and principles. There's 12, remember. Okay, I won't do them all, but you know how to do that. I'm going to let you know how to edit a video clip. Very simple. In your video bin, clip bin, you want to select a clip. If you double click on it, it'll come up in your source monitor. If your source monitor isn't showing, go to Window and Source Monitor. So to edit a clip, very easy. This plays, and you can play. You can decide where you want the little piece to go in. So let's just say this is your start. You drag it here. Say we want from here to here. Okay, so if that's what you decided you wanted, you go to this little insert. Move your CGI over here. Say you're going to insert it right here. You tell it, I want to insert it right here. You push this insert, bink, and it gives you the little clip that you decided here. This is a mark in, and this is a mark out. Okay, so you can do that for each clip. Mark in, mark out, insert, and then you can put your titles in and your photos in, and you're almost finished. You want to go to the effects panel, video transitions, and there's a whole bunch of them. You can practice and experiment, but let's show you what this dissolve does. So say you took a cross dissolve and you put it between, you want to put it between two clips or a photo and a clip. And then you can see in your program sequence what happens. So watch when they transition, it's a little bit of a dissolve. So again, there's a lot of different transitions, flip, cube spin, page peel, slides, wipe zooms. You want to put the transitions between each of the clips. And then at the very end, make a title that says, "Thanks for watching," and put the credits. That would be your team, your group. The very last thing would be File, Export. It has to be selected. File, Export, Media. Then you were exporting with these settings, H.264, YouTube HD. The output name you would click on and use your last name. And make sure you watch to see where it's saving. Mine's saving in my movie file. Save. And then you hit export and it will export for you. Then when your video is all done, see if you can figure out how to upload it to YouTube. Thanks for watching. Make sure if you have questions to ask or to ask me or one of your friends. I'm looking forward to seeing your great movies. Thanks. Bye.